back to Max HP. Today I'm here with Brian and we are going to be checking out his Lancer Evolution.
Yeah, my name's Brian. I got a 2015 Lancer Evo 10 GSR.
All right, so before we dive under the hood into the good stuff, can you tell me about the suspension setup?
Yeah, it's got Öhlins road and track coilovers. So it is a pretty firm ride, but it takes corners and holds speed like a dream. Like if you're doing over 100 miles an hour on the freeway, it just sticks to the road. You don't even feel it.
Would you recommend those for an Evo?
I would recommend it if you're not too worried about how comfortable the ride is.
As far as your wheels and tires and brakes as well, can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, it's got Volk CE28s on Pilot Sport 4s.
What other mods are we looking at on the outside of the car? It definitely looks pretty far from stock.
There's a lot of carbon fiber accents that were added to the car, like on the door pillars, the vents, the trunk, tinted windows. Other than that, there's not much. Tinted headlights, taillights.
Okay, can you explain the CBRD?
CBRD is the Chad Block Racing Dynamics. They actually did the built engine for a guy named Anthony Ram when it was originally built.
Okay, you can like send your Evo into CBRD. Do they still do that?
No, I think they stopped.
Oh, really?
All the work on cars, actually, yeah.
Okay, so like everything that's done to the car performance-wise is done by them?
It's been touched up by a few different people. Like it did have ID 1700s when I first bought it. I just switched them out for FIC 1650s.
Okay.
Just because I think I was having trouble with the ID 1700s while they were being tuned. And then it's also got different people's tunes on it. I tried a Chag tune. If anyone knows anything about Evos, he's one of the most infamous e-tuners for Evos. Then I just recently went to Alex's Automotive and had John Ryan tune it. So it's got different people's tune on it. The current tune on it right now is John Ryan's. He was able to work out all the kinks at Alex's Automotive.
Sweet.
And then I also got the triple disc clutch done by Alex's Automotive too.
Okay, cool. You can pop the hood and show us what's going on under there.
So it's a built 2.0 engine. It's got sleeve cylinders, pistons, it's cammed. It's got a GTX 3584. Yeah, it's got CBRD exhaust manifold, tile blow-off valve, GTX 3584 turbo, CBRD intake. It actually has a plaque here for Anthony Ram. I told him I'd leave it in the car.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it said it was built by him by CBRD.
So with this setup right now, about how much power is it pushing?
About 600 to the wheels.
600 to the wheels. What is it stock?
I want to say 350.
Okay, so huge upgrade.
Yeah, I want to go more power, but it needs more fuel.
Okay, can you explain what you want to do to it in the future?
Yeah, so I want to do either a double pump. Right now it just has a Walbro 450 in it, so I want to do dual 525s and then maybe upgrade to ID 2600s for the injectors.
Okay.
And that would probably give me everything I need to get there.
Yeah. Did you say what turbo it has?
Yeah, it's a 3584.
Okay.
67 millimeter.
Sweet.
It's running about 32 pounds of boost right now.
Do you know what 0 to 60 time would be, or a quarter mile?
No, I don't. I haven't timed it, and I don't really launch it. I just do rolls mostly because of the the transfer case.
Makes
and the
sense.
axles need to be built. Transfer case needs to be built in order to do some good launches.
Do you know what like 60 to 130 is?
I don't.
Have
I
yet
need to get a
time?
draggy.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Have you raced any other cars? Like, do you know for reference some other cars that you have beaten?
Not really. Just playing around on the street a little bit, you know. 5.0s it takes out pretty easy. I've been up there with Hellcats before, but never like a clean race, so I can't really say. Yeah, and it's about 1,000 pounds lighter than a Hellcat. I think its curb weight is 3,700.
Okay, tell me again what you just told me about the transmission.
Yeah, so the transmission is a TRE built trans with a 4.3 final drive, so it makes it a lot better, you know, on the freeway and doing fifth gear pulls and things like that.
Yeah, how much power does that handle? Is it supposed to handle a lot of power, or?
I don't actually know the numbers, yeah.
Can you explain benefits if you know like what benefits
just the gear
has?
ratios are much better. You know, when you're shifting, you're not flying through gears. You got a little longer gear ratios.
Do you know what it would top out at in fifth gear, approximately?
No, I've had it up to 145, and I still had more to go, but you know, I don't want to go to jail.
No, better not. So what is going on for the exhaust on this car?
Yeah, so it's got a 3-inch downpipe ETS into a single exit titanium exhaust.
Sounds pretty rowdy.
Yeah, it sounds good.
And
I've had a lot of compliments on how good it sounds.
And you said it's cammed as well? How does that affect the sound?
It's got GCS tube cams, GCS springs, retainers on the heads. It gives it a really good raspy chop to it. Sounds like the best a 4-cylinder can sound. It is a little loud when you pull into parking lots. People definitely do look. You'll hear it in the video. I personally don't mind it. I drive with the radio off because I like the sound of it so much.
So with this entire car and the whole build, if you had to choose one thing that's your favorite, what would that be?
My favorite is probably the rarity of the Evo X. You don't really see them when you go to car meets at all. I wanted something that, you know, was fun, could compete, I could have some room to grow with it. You don't really see them a lot in parking lots. I've only ever seen like 2 in Michigan myself. People get a kick out of it when you're driving by. Everybody loves the Evo. It's a real head turner.
Yeah, you don't see them much at all. Now on the other end of the spectrum, if you had to choose your least favorite part about the car, what would that be?
The least favorite part is probably the stiff ride. I know I can adjust it on the coilovers, but it's like a give and a take, because on the freeway you kind of need that stiff ride when you're doing high speeds and holding corners, but when you're just out driving around, it takes bumps, railroad tracks, Michigan roads atrociously. It's horrible.
Fair enough. As far as the cost of this car and like the build that it has, if someone wanted to get something like this for themselves, how much would they be looking at?
So for the car, I paid $43,000 when I purchased it, and since then I've put in a clutch, got it retuned, so I'm probably about 46. So about 46,000 is how much I paid for it. Came already built with the engine work done, the bigger turbo. It'd probably be substantially more expensive now in today's market, I would assume. I've seen a lot of good deals right around 45.
Sweet, that seems like a good value for what you get.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, well, I'm pretty excited to take it for a ride.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. That sounds awesome. This is my first time ever in any Evo.
Any Evo. I'm glad this is the Evo.
Yeah. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's quick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That is a lot of fun. It pulls good. So that's pushing like 30 pounds of boost?
Yeah.
Just sucks you back into your seat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So smooth. That is a fun ride.